Let's talk Seder. That sounds like a podcast. Let's talk Seder. This year, the Seder is the Seder night. So hopefully everyone has a Seder to attend. You're either doing a Seder, attending a Seder. This year's Seder is more relevant than any other year in our lifetime. In our lifetime. We will see the pages of the Haggadah come to life. That is what is relevant about the Seder. What is the night of the Seder all about? It's more than commemorating the going out of Egypt. So humorously, we're all familiar with, and if I mentioned here before, I've certainly been talking about it for the last few days, that we're familiar with the 9-word summary of the Haggadah, of the Seder night. You know the 9-word summary? You know it. They tried to kill us. We won. Let's eat, right? Okay, I see you know it. So this year is the most significant Seder night ever. And I suggest you introduce one more word this year. And that's the night of, this is what the Seder is all about. They tried to kill us. We won. Add one more word before you eat. Why? Why? And that why is very loaded. Why? Why are we celebrating tonight? Why? Why did they try to kill us? Why? What have we done? No, it's nothing you've done. Once you start answering the question, why they hate us, leads into an answer of we must have done something really bad. No, it has nothing to do with that. Why? Why are we here? Why? Why is there a Jewish people? Why? Why have we survived all of history? What is our purpose? We need to answer these questions in the Seder night. That's what this year is about. This year, we have to experience the Seder in an unprecedented way. We have to experience the Seder in a manner with which we bring the pages of the Haggadah to life. The paragraph, if we take a look in our Siddur, we have a summary of the first part of the Haggadah. The first part of the Haggadah is in our Siddur. So if we turn to our Siddur, turn over here the page. Let's see what page it's on over here. The Vehisha Amda, page 400 in our Siddur. There's a paragraph which has been said by our parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, all the way back to the times of the Mishnah, where the actual text of the Seder night was composed. On page 400, this is what has stood by our fathers and us. For not just one alone has risen against us to destroy us, but in every generation they rise against us to destroy us. And the Holy One, blessed be He, saves us from their hand. This is something. These pages come to life. We thought it's over. We're in a world which is so advanced. Not only advanced technologically, we're advanced. We know what it means to stand up for social justice. We're advanced. We know what it means to stand up to those who are suffering. We are sensitive to others. We have news in real time. Yet, this could happen in 2023, 2024. This can happen. What is going on?
That portion is still not
Now,
surrendered.
what is the observance? That's interesting is, here's the key. Here's a very interesting observance. At the Seder table, when we recite that paragraph, Vehi Sha'amda.
Stand up.
No, we don't stand up. No.
Well, wrong.
We cover the matzah and we lift up the glass of wine. Whenever we lift up the glass of wine, we cover the matzah. That's what it says in the Haggadah. We cover the matzah, we lift up the glass of wine. And we say Vehi Sha'amda on a glass of wine. We don't drink it. We don't drink the wine yet. No. Stop. No, we're not ready to drink it yet.
So why are you lifting it?
Why are you lifting it?
Well, what's that?
What's going on? This is the nusach. We lift it up, Vehi Sha'amda, and there was whoa, stop. Don't drink it. No, put it back down. Uncover the matzah and return to the Haggadah.
False alarm.
False alarm. What's with the saying of this, the lifting up of the cup? What's that all about?
Okay.
When do you lift up a cup? We lift up a cup when we say l'chaim. We lift up a cup and we say a toast.
And then you drink.
And then you drink it, but here we don't drink it. But we lift up and say a toast. We don't drink it because it's not over yet, unfortunately. We say a toast. And we sing Vehi Sha'amda. The Vehi Sha'amda, many sing it. It's a joyous tune. Ela shebachol dar v'dar oimdim aleinu lechaloseinu oimdim aleinu lechaloseinu. For not just one has alone risen against us to destroy us, but in every generation they rise against us to destroy us. That's how you say Vehi Sha'amda. It's because, number one, we're reading this paragraph knowing the ending. If we don't know the ending, then we should read this paragraph in a Tisha B'Av tune. We should read this paragraph in a mournful tune. Put away the wine. We should sit on the floor saying this paragraph, not stand up. Sit on the floor. But we know the end story. We know the ending. HaKadosh Baruch Hu matzileinu miyadam. God saves us from their hands. We are here to tell the story, and they end up on Wikipedia.
Wikipedia no sense.
We have to realize the magnitude of the miracle that took place Saturday night. For us, Saturday afternoon in Israel. The magnitude of that miracle. They shot 300, more than 300, over 330 missiles, drones, cruise missiles, ballistic missiles. Not just random anywhere. They were at strategic targets. You know, because one of them ended up hitting one of the air bases in the south.
Yeah.
With minimal damage, but that was the target. These are the targets.
Yeah.
The intent was to cripple Israel. To render Israel defenseless. Now, if you think about what is the range of accuracy of the Iron Dome, which the Iron Dome itself is nothing less than a miracle, because there's always errors. There's always a margin of error. What is the margin of error of the Iron Dome?
What is it, 5%?
It's about 10% margin of error.
10%, is that what it is? Okay.
A 10% margin of error. Just do the math. Over 330 missiles, and these are not RPGs which are sent from Hamas, which these hand missiles that they have. First of all, they have much more dangerous missiles from Iran, but we're not talking about RPGs. We're talking about missiles which are the half the size of your house. You see the pictures of the missiles that fell in the Dead Sea.
They're big.
They're huge missiles.
That's
They can do a little damage.
a lot of damage.
And to say that not one person was killed, not one person.
Miracle.
The one thing we have, the merit that we have at this time, is the unity of the Jewish people. The oneness that we have. Am Echad. When we are together, when we are Am Echad, nothing can take us down. It's when we're disunited that, unfortunately, our guard is down. But the unity of the Jewish people is what we have. So this year at the Seder table, we'll talk more about this tomorrow and Friday. But this year's Seder table should be an unprecedented review of the miracles that we just experienced and the times that we're living in. We have to remember the end story. When we hear about the attack on the Jewish people, yes, it's frightening, but don't let the fear enter you. We know the end story. The end story is HaKadosh Baruch Hu Matzileinu Miyadam. God saves us from their hand. The end story is that we will eventually drink that cup of wine. The end story is that we celebrate who we are as a people, and we have to remember the last cup that we say, Lashana Haba B'Yerushalayim, next year in Jerusalem. The end goal is a world of Mashiach. By the way, what's circulating today are pictures from Iran in Arabic and in English. Iranians there's graffiti, Arabic graffiti in different parts of Iran with messages to Israel to target this place. Israel, attack them. What? What's going on? The Iranians themselves are standing up and saying, we are not behind this regime. Get rid of them. Get rid of this. This is like this. There's a statement that we make. L'make Mitzrayim bivchayrehem ki li'olam chazdo. It's not in the Seders, it's at the end of the Haggadah, where at the end of the Egyptian exile, there was a civil war amongst the Egyptians. The firstborn had a civil war against the regime, the Egyptian regime. Get these people out of here. Enough of this. We see the pages of the Haggadah coming to life. Let's celebrate it with joy.